Alright, y'all. So, if y'all know me and y'all have been following my gaming career for the last few years, you know that at one point I was a huge advocate to this game, Marvel's Avengers, which X-Men Legends 1 and 2
Let's
and
begin.
Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, in my opinion, paved the way for this game to be made. And in my opinion, professional gaming opinion, um, Crystal Dynamics, I don't know, they gave up. This game could have gone the distance, and frankly, it was very heartbreaking when they stopped. Um, when they stopped production of this game. At the time they had stopped, we were on the verge of getting Captain Marvel as a playable character. There were rumors of many other characters to be added to the game. Um, it was a very exciting time just before the bad news had been dropped that they were going to stop content creation for this game. So ever since they stopped, it has been extremely difficult for me to come back to this game and enjoy it because of how. And this is gonna sound dramatic, but if you're not a fan of Marvel comics and gaming, you're not gonna understand. But it's hard for me to come back to this game and enjoy it as much as I did once because of how hurt I was that they stopped. You know, um, I mean, look at this. You know, and I mean, in this video, I'm going to try and squeeze in gameplay from every one of these characters so you can see for yourselves just how much potential this game had. You know, even as I'm playing it right now, it's kind of bothersome for me to actually enjoy it. Hell, I can't. I'm having to reteach myself right now how to the mechanics of this game because it's been so long since I played it. Now, in the last year, I've probably turned this game on 30 times, and each time I had done it, I would get to the menu, I would see all the characters on the main menu page, and then I'd feel the steam all over again of the game basically being kicked off by the developers. Alright, it's starting to come back to me a little bit. Oh, okay, well. Anyway, yeah, so that happened. But then the red room was always a little bit more difficult anyway. So we're going to go back to the Quinjet, and I'm going to pick somebody else to play with. And my desire to play this has kind of stemmed from me starting a Marvel movie marathon the other day because I, I how do I say this correctly? I'm a big Marvel fan. I love Marvel comics. I love DC comics. But after Tony Stark died in the Avengers Endgame, it kind of a part of me just kind of felt like some of the soul of Marvel died with it. And then not long after that, Stan Lee, rest his soul, um, he passed not long after that. And ever since then, I just feel like I'm still a Marvel fan. It's hard for me to commit to any more projects moving forward. Like, I forced myself to watch WandaVision, and I was actually impressed. I even forced myself to watch. I see Hulk here. I love his mechanics, but who doesn't love a good smash character? Yeah, Hulk is definitely one of my favorite characters in the Marvel universe. On this movie marathon that has started, I'm actually currently watching Ed Norton's Incredible Hulk. Which, by the way, I'm going to say this, and this is no secret. Everybody knows it. If Thanos had gone up against Incredible Hulk from 2008, Hulk would have been wiping his ass with Thanos because while Mark Ruffalo did a great job, Hulk smash. While Mark Ruffalo did a great Hulk, he was not nearly as savage as Ed Norton's Hulk was. Alright, sprint. Ooh, rough. That's right, you throw stuff in this game. Okay. Now, when it came to Hulk's character in this game, my only beef with him was that, alright, first of all, his mobility should have been a lot faster. Um, and then also the rooftop, or rather, how high up in the city you can go on a map, I thought was way too shallow. They should have been able to. We, all right, to say it plainly, if you could free roam, because there is a little bit of free roam in this game. It's isolated into levels, of course, but if the free roam in this game or the height you can go to had been high as in the Spider-Man game, let me just say, oh my god, this game would have been 10 times better. But unfortunately, you can only go so high up in the air, like with Tony Stark and whatnot. Um, and I just kind of felt like that was all right. That's the second time I've died. Let me look at these because like I said, it's been so long since I've played this. I don't even remember how to block or parry. Okay, let me see. Sprint, counter. Ah, R2 is counter. And then there's evade. Alright, there we go. Let's try this again. Um, if you saw the films, and then if you, of course, if you read the comics, to see his mobility, to see the power of his strength in its rawest form, I think that they really, they, the phrase "sell yourself short." Well, they sold Hulk kind of short in this game, I think. Further, okay, you know what? That's all right. I'm over it. Let's pick another character because if you recall, in and because the same thing was wrong with Black Panther in this game. If you recall in the movie Captain America: Civil War, at one point you see Cap and Panther T'Challa running down the street, and they are moving at breathtaking speed, obviously faster than a human can or should. And in this game, both Hulk, Cap, and Black Panther, they are just kind of they're just not moving as fast as we know they could. Now, when I was playing this early on, my favorite character to use was definitely Thor. The outfits that he had, loved them, like OMG. Um, One of my favorites to use, well, actually, that's a tough one to say now because when they stopped development on the game, they basically released all of the outfits. They released everything to the public, which I kind of feel like that was a half-assed attempt at an apology for how they just dropped the ball and said, you know what, we're done trying to perfect this game. We're over it. So here's all the stuff that you would have ended up having to pay for free. And to me, that kind of felt like a smack in the face. Well, how about instead of you giving us all this shit for free, how about you just chin up and try to literally perfect the game as you should? You know what? It was this one. This was the one that I loved to use the most. Thor was definitely Thor and Iron Man were definitely my two go-to characters when I was playing online with other players. Let's see if I can recapture the fun and adventure of playing with Thor. Lady Thor, or well, Jane Foster, she wasn't a bad character either. She wasn't a bad character either. She was kind of a mirror character to Thor. All right. It's now remember, y'all. It's been a minute since I played this, so bear with me. Oh, it's still cool using the God Bless. Yeah, lots of people said that they made Thor OPAF, which I'm not going to disagree. But then again, let's be real here. It's Thor. He's a damn god. Okay? It would actually be an injustice if they didn't make him OP. We haven't gotten to Cap yet, but the way he moves, his mechanics as a playable character in this game, I thought was really spot on. Even the even the sound effects that was used, you hear him like slinging his shield around. I mean, you can hear the same intensity in Thor as he operates Mjolnir right here. Oh, you bastard. Alright, he went for the headbutt. Alright. Oh, that was badass. I don't want to become too invested in getting back into this game only because I know that if I do, I'm not going to be able to put it down, and because there is no more developing on the game, I don't want to get too invested because I'm scared it's going to just like sting me all over again, and I don't want to get hurt. I know that sounds dramatic. If it is to y'all, like, I can actually try to understand why this game not being developed anymore bothers me. If I had a PS2 like today, well, actually I do have a PS2, but if I could find a hard copy in mint condition of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 and X-Men Legends 1 and 2, I would totally be all over that. So look at that, I actually finished I actually finished a level. that. Do I have any skill points? I do not. Uh, so much went into this. So much of my efforts went into playing this game. If only. Alright, let's try. We've done Iron Man, we've done Thor, we've done Hulk. Do you know, honestly, in my opinion, the weakest character in this game, I swear to God, it's got to be Miss Marvel and Spider-Man. If you have played Marvel's Spider-Man 1 or 2, or Miles Morales even, you know why that my opinion of Spider-Man can be backed up in this game. He's a bad character. Let's go to Cap. Now, I used to say when playing this game, if they had actually used the facial constructs of the actors and actresses from the MCU, I think this game would have sold and hit a lot harder. I mean, imagine that, right? You got Chris Evans doing the voice of Cap on here, and they actually used his facial construct. I believe that absolutely would have sold this game a lot harder. By the time I finish this video, because I only plan on doing like 30 minutes, or enough to do each character, a demonstration of each character, uh, I hope I don't get my heart carried away into getting back into it. But if I do, I may actually stream from time to time, or broadcast or record videos and whatnot. So for right now, let's just do some character demos.
Here we go.
Alright, let's go. See if I remember how to do this. See how he moves, like the swiftness of those movements? Like, they really sold it on me, how badass he is as a character on here. But I just wish his movement speed could have been a lot better. And you know what? I really hope somebody, anybody, comments on this video when I say this. Is it possible? Could it be done that another game developer could say to Crystal Dynamics and or Square Enix, the makers of this game, could a developer be like, listen, I want to buy the rights to this game so I can reopen the project and start up new developments on this game? I wonder, is that a possibility? Can that be done? I kind of feel like they should have gave Captain America a gun, but if they had, I think that it just would have been a mirror character for Bucky, Winter Soldier on here. Ooh, that was rough. Okay, alright, damn you. So clearly, I need some more refresher courses on this game. It's been a minute, obviously. not to mention, um, if you noticed, check this out. So if you notice in the skills section and in the gear section, all of my stats are way the hell back down to like basic zero because I haven't played in forever. Number one. Number two, I deleted the game when I traded in my PS4 for a Vive. So everything is like virtually brand new. All right, I think there's
Let's
actually a
begin.
course. There's actually a course on here where you can, well, familiarize yourself with the mechanics of the game. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to keep on playing as other characters. Now, Kate Bishop and Hawkeye, those were really underrated characters in this game as well. They're OP in their own right. Bucky is not bad at all because, like I said, he's basically a shadow character to Captain America, only he has a rifle and stuff like that. I actually don't think I'm going to go through and play as all of these characters in this demo only because I can feel myself being drawn in again, and I don't want to do that. So, I'm going to end this video a little bit earlier and hope and pray to Mother Nature that I don't get sucked back in. This is the Reaper review, Raziel Reaper here, and as much as I hate that this game is no longer in development of new content, I still give this game, as I gave it when I played it, a 10 for 10. For the soundtrack, sound score, the mechanics, frames per second, each individual story development, character development, skills and level ups, abilities, powers, costumes, um, skins rather. Costumes is kind of a adolescent term, but yeah, skins and everything. This game was really full of limitless potential. There was rumors of getting. We knew we were going to get Captain Marvel, but they dropped the ball before we did. But there was rumors of getting War Machine. There were rumors flying around of possibly getting Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch. You know, when the game initially started, we didn't have. All we had was we had obviously Miss Marvel, we had Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, Cap, and Black Widow. Hawkeye and Kate Bishop came later after Black Panther. Then, not long after that, we got Spider Man, then Bucky, and then finally Lady Thor, Jane Foster. So initially, we only had um, like six characters, you know, and like I said, it's just I can feel myself getting angry right now just talking about it. But anyway, game is a 10 for 10, and if you never had the opportunity to play it, I strongly suggest that you pick it up. Now, here's the double-edged sword, the catch 22. To progress, your power-ups will go all the way to 150, if I remember correctly. But to progress past 150, because you can get up to, it's either the power or the level up. Okay, I got it now. Power can go up to 375, a level can go up to 150. That's the strongest you can get in the game. But the problem is, unless they've changed it, once you get to like a certain level, you can't get any higher unless you do the raids. Um, what the hell is his name? He's like Black Panther's worst enemy. Let's see here. I forget his name, but he's found in Wakanda, which should be over here. Um, there's a raid that you can do once you hit a certain level, and the only way you can get new gear, which would increase your level even higher, would be to complete this raid, which is not a one-man raid. It can't be done. It requires 4 players. It cannot be done with 3. Cannot be done with 2. It has to be 4. Um, so that would be the only thing, the only drawback. And the problem is, there's not a whole lot of people in the world that play this game anymore, or maybe there are, and I just don't know they exist. But yeah. Anyway, I'm sitting here going on and on. Reaper out. Until my next video.